Thinking about letting your cat sneak a small bite of your holiday dinner? Before you do, you need to watch this. That delicious meal on your plate could have ingredients that are seriously dangerous for your cat, turning a happy holiday into a trip to the emergency vet. We're about to uncover the top 5 holiday foods that are a definite no for your feline friend. The holidays are a fantastic time, aren't they? Twinkling lights, festive tunes, great movies to stream, and of course, amazing food. The whole house smells like roasted turkey, savory stuffing, and sweet desserts. As we're all gathered around the table, it's so tempting to look down at our furry family members and want to share just a little bit of that joy. A tiny piece of turkey or a lick of gravy. What's the harm? It feels like an act of love. No big deal. But here's where things get dangerous. A lot of our favorite holiday foods contain hidden toxins that are incredibly harmful to cats. Their bodies just can't process certain things the way ours can, and what's a treat for us can be poison for them. And we're not just talking about a little tummy ache. We're talking severe illness, organ failure, and in the worst cases, a holiday you'd rather forget. We'll get into what they are, why they're so toxic, what the scary symptoms look like, and how you can keep your cherished pet safe. Knowing this stuff isn't about making you scared. It's just about being prepared, so everyone in your family, furry ones included, can have a truly happy and healthy holiday. Before we get started, consider subscribing to our pet-loving community for more insights about cat care facts, insights on dangerous foods, and more tips on how to keep your cat safe during busy holiday events or other family gatherings. The countdown begins with food number 5, grapes and raisins, a food that looks perfectly harmless. During the holidays, they're everywhere, on cheese boards, in fruit salads, and baked into cakes and stuffings. They seem so natural, but for a cat, these little fruits can be devastatingly toxic. And here's the really scary part. Scientists still haven't nailed down the exact substance that's the culprit, but the effect is catastrophic: acute kidney failure. Even a single grape or raisin can be enough to cause a severe reaction. There is no known safe amount, which means the only safe amount is 0. Just imagine your guests are over and someone leaves a piece of fruitcake on a coffee table. Your curious cat, drawn in by the smell, takes a few bites when nobody's looking, and within hours the poison starts to do its damage. The first signs usually show up within a few hours to a day, often starting with vomiting and diarrhea as your cat's body tries to get rid of the toxin. Then, you might notice they become quiet and sluggish. Lethargy and not wanting to eat are classic symptoms, but the most frightening sign is a change in urination. They might urinate less and less or stop altogether, which signals that their kidneys are shutting down. This can all happen terrifyingly fast and is often irreversible. So, when you're putting out snacks or baking, be extra careful. Keep grapes and raisins locked away, and make sure your guests know how dangerous they are to your cat. Coming in at number 4 is alcohol. The holidays often mean festive drinks like wine, cocktails, or a creamy glass of eggnog. And while you'd never pour your cat a drink on purpose, the real danger is accidental and can come from surprisingly small amounts. A cat's small body and liver simply can't process ethanol, making them highly susceptible to alcohol poisoning. What's nothing for a person can be a lethal dose for a cat. And the danger isn't just in an unattended drink. Think about rum-soaked fruitcakes or desserts with alcohol in the sauce. Even unbaked bread dough is a risk, because the yeast can ferment in their stomach and produce alcohol. Picture it. A guest leaves a half-finished glass of eggnog on the floor. Your cat, loving the creaminess, laps up a tablespoon or two. At first, you might think it's funny to see them a bit wobbly, but that feeling will quickly turn to dread. The first signs of alcohol poisoning look a lot like being drunk. They might be disoriented, stumble around, or meow strangely. But it gets worse, fast. They'll likely have vomiting and diarrhea. Then, you might see more severe neurological signs, like a dangerous drop in body temperature and blood sugar, leading to trouble breathing, tremors, seizures, and finally, a coma. It's a medical emergency from the very first sip. So, during your parties, watch where drinks are left. Clean up spills right away and keep any boozy desserts far from curious paws. Never think it's funny to give a pet alcohol. You're putting their precious life at risk. At number 3, we have a toxin most of us know about, but its constant presence during the holidays makes it a huge threat: chocolate. We all hear that chocolate is bad for dogs, but it's just as, if not more, dangerous for cats. From advent calendars to boxes of truffles and hot cocoa, it's everywhere this time of year. The toxic ingredients in chocolate are theobromine and caffeine. Humans can break these down rather easily, but cats do it very, very slowly. This means the toxins can build up to poisonous levels in their system with frightening speed. The darker and more bitter the chocolate, the more dangerous it is for felines. Baking chocolate and high-quality dark chocolate are the worst offenders. But even milk chocolate can be toxic if a small cat eats enough of it. Imagine your kids leave their chocolate advent calendar on the couch by accident. Your cat, who loves to chew on plastic, bats it around and gets into a few of the foil-wrapped pieces. They might not even eat it for the flavor since cats can't taste sweetness, but just out of sheer curiosity. Within hours, you'd see the effects. The first signs are often extreme hyperactivity and restlessness. This is quickly followed by vomiting and diarrhea. As things get worse, their heart rate will spike, and they'll start breathing rapidly, which can lead to muscle tremors, seizures, and even cardiac failure. Vigilance is everything. Treat chocolate like a controlled substance in a house with cats. Store it in high, sealed containers and tell your guests, especially kids, that chocolate has to be kept away from the cat at all times. Did you know this about chocolate? Comment your thoughts below. At number 2, we have xylitol, the hidden killer. This takes the number 2 spot. This is a danger that's becoming more common every year, and a lot of pet owners have never even heard of it. Xylitol. Xylitol is a sugar substitute found in sugar-free and low-carb products. With more people choosing healthier options, xylitol is in everything from sugar-free cookies and candies to gum and even some peanut butters. It's a guilt-free treat for people, but it's absolutely fatal for cats. Here's why. In humans, xylitol doesn't do much, but in cats and dogs, the body mistakes it for real sugar and releases a massive flood of insulin. This causes their blood sugar to crash to dangerously low levels, a condition called hypoglycemia. This can happen within 10 to 60 minutes and is life-threatening. In many cases, it also leads to severe and irreversible liver failure. Imagine a relative brings over a tray of healthy, sugar-free Christmas cookies. A small piece falls on the floor, and your cat eats it before you notice. The xylitol starts working almost immediately. The first signs are often vomiting, followed by sudden weakness and lethargy. Your cat might start staggering like they're drunk, lose coordination, and collapse. This is because their brain is being starved of sugar. If they don't get help right away, this can lead to seizures and a coma. The most important thing you can do is become a label detective. If something is marked sugar-free or no sugar added, check the ingredients. If you see xylitol, that item needs to be kept under lock and key, where your cat has zero chance of getting to it. And here it is, the number 1 most dangerous holiday food for your cat. It's not a fancy dessert, it's a group of humble ingredients found in almost every savory dish on your holiday table. Onions, garlic, and their relatives. This group of plants is called the Allium family, and it includes onions, garlic, shallots, leeks, and chives. During the holidays, they're the foundation of our feasts. They're in the turkey stuffing, the gravy, the mashed potatoes, and even rubbed on the roast itself. This is what makes them so dangerous. They are everywhere. The toxic compounds in these plants cause damage to your cat's red blood cells, leading to something called Heinz body hemolytic anemia. In simple terms, it causes your cat's red blood cells to burst, which means they can no longer carry oxygen through the body. What's especially sneaky is that cooking doesn't destroy the toxin. Raw, cooked, fried, or even powdered forms of onion and garlic are all dangerous. That little bit of garlic powder in the turkey rub is concentrated and potent. The scenario is heartbreakingly common. You give your cat what seems like a safe treat, a small shred of turkey. But that meat was seasoned, and it has absorbed the toxic compounds from the onion and garlic powder. Unlike our other toxins, symptoms of onion and garlic poisoning can be delayed for a few days after significant damage is already done. The first signs might just be vomiting or diarrhea. But then the signs of anemia will follow: severe weakness, pale gums, a rapid heart rate, and panting as their body fights for oxygen. One of the most alarming signs is dark, reddish-brown urine, which shows that destroyed red blood cells are being filtered out. This can be fatal without aggressive treatment. This is why just a small bite is such a risky idea. That little piece of seasoned meat or that lick of gravy could be enough to cause a life-threatening illness for your feline. If you even think your cat has eaten any of these foods, don't wait for symptoms. Time is the most critical factor. The second you realize it, you need to act. Do not wait. First, immediately call your veterinarian or a pet poison control hotline, like the ASPCA, Animal Poison Control Center. Have this information ready: what your cat ate, how much you think they ate, when they ate it, and your cat's approximate weight. Follow their instructions exactly. Please do not try to make your cat vomit at home unless a vet tells you to. For some things, this can do more harm than good. Your vet will know the safest plan, which might include inducing vomiting at the clinic, giving activated charcoal to absorb the toxins, and providing IV fluids to support their organs. Early and aggressive treatment is the absolute key to a better outcome in situations like these. The holidays are all about showing our loved ones we care, and that definitely includes our cats. The best way to show them that love is by protecting them. Your dinner plate is a minefield of potential dangers for them. So this year, make a promise to your feline friend. Instead of sharing your food, share the holiday spirit safely. If you want to give them a special treat, make sure it's one that's safe for cats. A small piece of plain, unseasoned cooked turkey, no skin or bones, is a great choice. A spoonful of plain canned pumpkin is another healthy option. Or just get them their favorite cat treats or a new toy while the rest of the family eats. Let's make sure our holiday memories are filled with joy and not tragedy. Keep your counters clear, let your guests know the rules, and make sure the trash is tied up and secure. A little prevention is worth a lifetime of happy years with your best friend. If this video helped you, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and share it with every cat parent you know. Spreading this info could literally save a feline's life. We'd love to hear from you in the comments. What's your cat's favorite safe holiday treat? Thanks so much for watching and have a safe and happy holiday season. See you in the next video.